It's a long walk high up in the mountains on the Iran-Iraq-Turkey border. For the past 2 decades, the PKK have trained, regrouped, and set out from here for battle. They have been fighting Turkey for Kurdish rights, but now they have become a crucial element in the fight against Islamic State militants. At first glance, these trainees look like ordinary young girls. But they are here to learn how to fight IS. The PKK and its Syrian counterpart, the YPG, have been more effective than the better equipped Iraqi and Syrian armies in combating IS. We have come here to find out the secret of their success. Beritan Sela is a PKK commander. She has been fighting with the group for 10 years. Now she's a trainer.
تراني حوالی کوسا عملیانا بچوک یا زاتن 17-18 سالی دروینا حوال نایم بدری یعنی حوالی کاری عملیات بچوک 18 سالینا اجبارینا بچک زحمتی کو دکشینن زود درباز کن زیاد اف نبی آستانگی یعنی بری کارن بدری پرورده شروانی نود بینن دوی دری دا فیربونا چیا خودی اراده بون وانات زاتن دبینن اما دورت زیاد پسکری که وسادر نکیم حوال زفیردم یعنی هر حوالی کتی بری آرمان جاخواه گیری دایم موج بو که هیا پسکری در نکیم لی زحمتی دا
رکن هوا رکن هوا رکن.
These young women wake up every morning at 4:30. It's all part of the strict discipline of the camp.
Now is almost 5:30, and the commander was telling me this game teach them how to defend and how to cooperate together to attack the enemy.
Since last year's attack on Sinjar mountain, hundreds of young Yazidis have joined the PKK. One of them is Aveen, a 19-year-old from the Sinjar region. She was captured when IS militants overran her village a year ago. For 2 months, she suffered at the hands of IS before finally managing to escape. But instead of going to a refugee camp, she chose to come here.
چی پی خوشه؟ چه کلاسیکت پی خوشه؟
نی هر دستم کیف خوش نیفه والا. ساعتم جبوی از تولا شنگاهیم تولا کوبانه هلینم جبوی او زاروکت هاتی نگرتن دایکه هاتی نگرتن تولا وان هلینم از حیفاش شنگال نهیلم آردم. بس نهیلم جای شنگال بکوا بندستا.
ده جیان لیرا زحمت نینه؟
ویداری. نه والا زحمت نینا. هبکی زحمت علی خوشه زحمتی اوی پر خوشه. افچیته اسکری.
Aveen's close friend is Arjin, a 19-year-old Yazidi girl born and educated in Germany. She decided to join the PKK after seeing TV reports of the attack on the Yazidis.
دلی هنا گل کی شاوطی و هی از هیز گرم جه هوال هاتی ویدری شنگالی وی وانتش تدی من ندی بو بجاوی خوامی تک تلازونی وان دی بولی.
Aveen is shy and quiet. The commander advised me not to ask her about what happened to her in captivity, but the scars on her face and hands are a silent testimony. She says she is now focused on learning everything she can in order to go back and face her abductors. For 3 decades, the PKK has been waging a war for Kurdish autonomy in Turkey. The government considers the PKK a terrorist organization. In the past few weeks, Turkish jets have been bombing their bases in these mountains. Drones are constantly hovering overhead. Most of the classes here are held underground. Today's session is about how to avoid thermal cameras on drones. Narin Jamshid is one of the PKK commanders.
خبات خش
Sabir.
و هم برا zaten olsa perverde ki em dedin tane olsa teknikini ne? Vakti em perverde tekniki dedin vera jiyanici mesela vakti atış dike az diçim geliyor vek psikolojik karşıya da dayışe. O dest davece hevale me. Ve şekli tümeji uji gori ve amade dike.
Narin is an economics graduate from Cyprus University. A Kurd from Turkey, she joined the PKK 4 years ago.
Gori wana jin kafesi malda. Usa boy pevisti zılan, boy pevisti bercevendi xwe. Ama jineki şerker, jineki şoreşker, jineki iradeli. Gori daiş tırsı heremezine. Wana mecburiyet. Yani jî bercevendî pere, maddi destkirtin heye. Ama yeme de husanî ne. Çünkü em wek hêza fedayî ne. Hêza fedayî de fikrandinê pêşerojê xwe zêdetir pişt xwe yan jî pêşiya xwe.
News comes through that 4 of their comrades have been killed. The women head to the PKK cemetery where they are joined by men and women from a nearby camp. The fight with IS has come at a hefty price. Bodies from Syria and Iraq are brought back for burial. This has become a daily ritual. Around 40% of PKK fighters are female. All PKK forces have joined female-male leadership. They fight IS side by side. To keep the fighters' morale high, they dance after burials. With training over, the group comes together for a last dinner in the mountains.
Ama zav hevalim için şeyi ciketin. Ve müjarede eslek istiyarı dilim. Örgüteki hezeki Daesh remşerdikin. Hazır tiyemeci gori asla Daeshçi de bebrabe be. Hazır tiyeme 10,000 kat jorda triviye. مجاري وصا وجدي تهبال حمو يعني بوشر زاف خاصتكلنا.
The same discipline and motivation that makes the PKK so effective against IS also makes them a threat in Turkish eyes. But the recent Turkish airstrikes have made it difficult to move around. These women now have to travel for days to reach the front line. They are on a dangerous journey, one which may well end before they ever reach their destination.